Go, 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 go. What the heck? It looks like my eyes swole or something. When it's not. Anyway, welcome. Welcome. Now, if you're viewing this, we are live. I don't know if any notification has went out. None of those good things. We just trying to, get everything situated first, and we'll get to it. We're going to cover a series of topics and situations here. Now, people was like, man, you got to talk about Bubba Smollett. I'm like, Bubba, things, it's unfortunate for him. Things are looking a little fishy in the light. Only because brothers didn't jump out the building when it happened to Jussie. Or Juicy, rather. Well, here's the thing. I want people to be clear when they speak on these subjects, because I want to see how people are really responding to the energy that's out there, that's been put out there. Now, Bubba came out and told everybody that there was a noose in his locker. Right? And everybody noticed how I never spoke on the whole subject. I didn't say a word. Do you know why I did not say a word? Bubba is the mixed race car driver in NASCAR. Now, NASCAR is about 99.9% African American. Not. And I mean anywhere. From the crew chief, the guy that bring the tires in, the guy who's holding the thing, the man sitting in the crowd. You about 99.9% brother. Nah. Now, the reason I didn't get involved, the reason why, because it's NASCAR. And how are you gonna tick off white folks more than anything is taking down that flag. That Confederate flag means more to them in that race than anything else. And when you do that, you're gonna tick off a bunch of them because they don't like to be told what to do in that situation. So we understood that was gonna be the case. I could care less about flags, you know that. So this was more than that. They need to push the ante. Here comes a noose. And then they investigated that a noose had been in there since over a year. FBI investigated. My thing is, there was a noose put in a locker, and it had been there in that locker for all this time. He has been assigned this locker before. How was it over a year? I'm having a hard time understanding and or even believing the news anymore. And of course, it's going to take us back to Jussie. And this is right on the heels where an African American man was basically committed suicide. They said it was hung. And it's a lot of craziness going on. Well, we understand those hicks that race those cars, they do not want blacks in NASCAR. You know what NASCAR stands for? Negroes ain't scared because of a racist. That's what NASCAR stands for. Negroes ain't scared because of a race. So we just don't feel like going out there because we gonna make more money playing basketball or football than driving a car around in a circle going 200 miles an hour. We ain't got that kind of thrill ride in us. We got better things to do. You drive around 200 miles an hour around the track. No left turns. Or one time you might crash. But then, if it does, don't worry about it. You'll be all right. Sorry. That ain't the way. No, I didn't see the Breakfast Club. Well, you got to ask yourself this. Why is Bubba coming forward now? Doing all this. There's a noose in his locker. Right. If we do 200 miles an hour, dude, it's going to be for a reason. We trying to get away from somebody. We trying to cross the state lines and head to Mexico. Oh, I saw a guy make it. I mean, he made it right to the border and hit the wall. Like went to the border, drove over there. They were like, yeah, he's gone. And jumped over the wall and was in Mexico. That's how much he wanted to get out of there. They had the chopper. Chopper was following dude. They was like, give up. Just let him go. It's over now. He's at the wall. No, I never felt that way. I felt Jussie situation. That's why nobody really jumped out the window for him. You see, it was more the media and liberal medias and the people that was more like him jumping out the window for him. And they were trying to make it because, he's part of the Skittles crew. Nobody was backing him. That wasn't the case. Brothers kind of felt like, you went to go get a sandwich at 3:00 in the morning from Subway. You was going to meet a dealer. Or you was trying to get something else going on. Brothers had already had made up their mind that whole thing was fake. The story he told didn't make no sense. Then when you find out what really went down and how dumb the whole thing was, you're just like, oh gosh, you're exhausted from the ignorance. The ignorance was exhausting. So now that they said, oh, well, there's no crime, so there's nobody, responsible, even okay. So you saying there was a noose, but the noose been there for over a year. Okay, well, why the hell was there a noose in there? Who put it there? If you know it was there over a year, why is there a noose there? What's the purpose of this noose? Right. And now the first time this dude crashed, it's gonna be a whole lot of hell and high water. They're trying to wreck Bubba. It's gonna be somebody trying to start a race war, and I don't know why. They trying to kick this thing off. They wanted to kick off. That's what, man, people do this stuff, man, and this be the main reason why. They trying to get some stuff done. And they don't care if other people get hurt. What's up, D? D Nash. Mm-hmm. And let's bring it right. And let's bring it to our mans, right? Our main mans. Right, exactly. So of course, Juicy don't want nobody bringing his name up. He want all his dirt to be quiet. Now he's right back trending. Now you got a new scenario problem. What's that new scenario problem, you might ask? The new problem is everybody is on this new, I just want to get some attention, grab, and all this old nonsense. Here you go. You got Roethlisberger out here. Now you got Burger on it. Burger's doing it now. I'm sitting there like this. What's the hell going on with these people, man? Now you got Burger on it. You got Burger in on it. Burger has come out now and admitted last year, he's got to get back in touch with God, and how he's overcome alcohol abuse and porn addiction. And last year he says, that's it. I'm going to win the Super Bowl. Then I break my arm. I tear up my arm. And God said, no, you're going to win it when I tell you it's time to win it. Come on. God cares about football. He really cares about if Ben Roethlisberger wins a damn Super Bowl and wins the most valuable player. Shut the heck up. You're a disgrace. You was going around sexually assaulting women, and you were a disgrace. There's no, I went and took this, I'm saved. No, dummy. You were saved by the powers that be, who spent money to silence those women and keep them quiet from your devious ways. Oh, that was just alcohol. Yeah, but you know what it just was? 10 to 20 is what you should have been facing and should have been locked up behind bars. 10 to 20, buddy. This dude got his face knocked off in a doggone motorcycle accident. They had to do plastic surgery to put Ben's face back on. His face was so mashed up, they didn't know who he was. They had to look at a picture to see what he used to look like when they reconstructed his face. These are facts. I'm not joking. That's how bad Ben was. Oh, the picture of me and Paulie. Yeah. And on the other side is this picture, but it came down. I think I took it down to show you me and Chauncey. I know you ain't trying to get high, Chauncey. I know you ain't trying to get high. I'm all cool with people finding God, but when they try to use God as a vehicle to try to clean up some stuff, because he know that Me Too crowd is coming. What's up, T?
Hey, what's going on, Carcino?
Nothing too much. Back in the
Caught the
crib.
stream tonight.
Oh man, Bubba, man, when they called him up with the Jussie. They ain't kind of quite caught him with the Jussie, but the FBI thing was like, oh, they found the noose, and it's like that noose been there for a year. I'm like, well, who the hell left it? They still ain't saying no. They was just like, ain't no crime here.
Doing too much, man. Doing
Right,
too much.
exactly. So I'm like, nobody black jumped up when they said there was a noose in there. Only the media. I'm like, once they did that same thing for Jussie, I'm like, the brothers didn't jump up for Jussie. We didn't start capping for him. He had his people that was capping for him.
you know, I thought it was a good thing when everybody backed him up. When I don't keep up with NASCAR like that, but some dude that be supplying parts for him was saying some just being a little insensitive, and Bubba came out and was like, "Yo, I can't even mess with you now." And then he was like, "Well, I'm getting ready to do business with so and so and so." And then they all just kind of was like, "No, we can't mess with you." But you going and playing, having props and all of that, man. Can't mess with you. Can't mess
Right.
with you.
And that's what I'm saying. I can't trust him. On that note, I'm like, I damn sure can't trust him. And then Roethlisberger come out here with this doggone like his confessions, and I'm like, oh, he finna talk about what he did and got away with it. And I had alcoholism and porn addiction, and I had to get right with God again. And I'm like, man, this boy a fool. I'm like, what your wife caught you doing this time? Talking about I was like, I'm finna win the Super Bowl MVP, and then I tear my arm up because God saying, nope, you doing it, you gonna try to do it. No, I'm gonna say when. You gonna listen to me. I'm like, God got money on the Steelers or something.
Right, he must. They got like 6 Super Bowl rings. You know what I'm saying?
I'm like, God got money on the Steelers or something. What's going on here? God, like, no, then you gotta lay it down. Not this year. I got
Look,
KC.
man,
You gotta sit down.
you know what they'll do for Rapelessburger, man? They'll go ahead and the NFL will go ahead and cap for him. You know what I'm saying? And throw all that stuff under the radar while brothers, man, they get no chances whatsoever. It's throw them under the bus as soon as possible. I couldn't believe, like, how do you get caught for rape twice? And you know what I'm saying? He had no ill effects to that whatsoever. No repercussions, no consequences. It barely even made the news.
Barely. And I was only in the last one only made it because it went past the little town they was in when the town sheriff was trying to submerge it and smash the whole thing. And she's like, nah, this dude just got away with, sexually assaulting me. So she was like, I'm pressing charges. And she was just like, man, it was so crazy. Like, so many people threatening her. So I'm like, this dude had 2 in a possible. Like, the chick got away. And one of the chicks got away before it even got down there. So I'm like, this chick was like a manager at a hotel.
Yeah, man, dude's got a problem, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, somebody who's a sexual assault, that's a they do that because it's a pattern, man. It's a behavior pattern. You know what I'm saying? Like, that ain't nothing that just goes away. You know what I'm saying? Just because he say he found God or whatnot. That dude's got a problem, man.
Yeah, and then my man Bill got a new appeal but they still trying to keep him locked up. They're gonna say, well, it's 2 critical charges. I'm like, Bill's innocent of this. That's the thing. Is like it never ever that trial was a farce. After he won the first time, he came back the second time around, and they railroaded him. They let all these other people testify who shouldn't have even been there to testify. I'm like,
Yeah,
this story don't even mean nothing. This stuff like 80 years old, and I'm like, he did nothing about 20 years.
I didn't had so many questions about that people just never seem to can answer. Like so one of his trials was overseas. Is that correct? Is that the one he beat? The one that was overseas?
No, I was in Philly.
Well, so how are you faced with double jeopardy? Is what I don't understand. Like, how can they charge him with the same crime twice?
The thing is that they changed it and brought it back in with a new charge. They went and dug up this old witness and went with her because it was so many different women and so many different claims. The same lady who brought her claims before, she just went to a higher authority. And what happened this time around is they switched the DA and the judge. They got a judge who was already on board with what was happening. He was friends with the district attorney, which was a conflict of interest anyway. And that guy was running for office. His whole campaign was, I'm going to lock up Bill Cosby. He was using that. I'm going to lock Bill up to try to run and go for office. So they end up making him the prosecutor. And I'm like, well, that's the conflict of interest. Then they bring a different judge in there. The first judge ruled he called a hung jury because he said, well, this is a waste of time. There's no way. This evidence is so old, and there's nothing here that's new that has been presented that could change or make a guilty fact.
Yeah, no physical evidence. It's only testimony.
Right. So it's like the same thing. So, and then she's a proven liar. She's told like 3 different stories on the stand. So it's like she told 3 different stories because she's changing it up every single time. And it was like, dude, this lady is a constant liar. And the thing is that they had paid her money to shut up a long time ago. And then her roommate even said, man, she saw where she can get money out of this and that. So she was like, she didn't do it for the money this time because she's like, oh, I can't really sue for the money. But then they're going to know it's fake. The DA told her, no, don't do it for the money and we won't win the case. But they're going to say you just in it for the money. Just say you don't want any money, then down the road, we're going to have another lawsuit with all the survivors and all them. But I'm like, those other people shouldn't even been allowed to testify. That was illegal. That practice alone should have gotten him a retrial. That whole trial was farce. None of them should have been allowed to testify. They had nothing to do with it. Her case is the only case that was like right under the statute of limitation. So they took her case, and her case was just a whole lie altogether. And it was like, man, this chick lying. Yeah.
And it was a bunch of them chicks that got caught lying, man. Or, you know what I'm saying, that had ulterior motives. You know what I'm saying? It came out about a few of them that came forward. You know, Hollywood is a dirty game, man. And you know, you can pay to get a motherfucker or you can pay to get a person to say whatever they want to. You know, you pay that right price. You know, you come to find out a lot of them was
NBC 5 years ago. He tried to buy NBC prior to this,
right,
and it didn't work. Then he had some other problems that went down, and then this pops up. So they was giving him warnings before, but when he tried to buy NBC the second time around, and he didn't let it go, they said, "Okay, we got to get Bill up out of here." Because they already know Bill's dirty. You know, like Bill already had hoes on the side. They know that. That's how Bill operates.
Well, you know, you come to find out that, you know, Quaaludes in the 70s was a very popular drug. You know what I'm saying? So
that's something like Janice Dickerson. I'm like, are you kidding me? Janice Dickerson?
These
I
are chicks.
named her Dickerson just because all the dick she had. That's what I'm like, man.
Yo, it's like these chicks, they all ran in these Hollywood circles. You know what I'm saying? Like, so
Right.
it's I mean, hey, I don't know. I wasn't there. You know what I'm saying? I'm not justifying it, but it's kind of like, I don't think Bill Cosby was bringing women to the party that wasn't down with the program. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Exactly. And then my thing is this. I mean, hey, if you gonna let Bill hit you with the okie doke, and it's like, why are you going to this married man's house and you going out with this married dude? You already know what time it was when you went there.
well, that's one thing, but the whole thing about, like, slipping the chicks the Quaaludes, and that's a little fetish he got, a little dark fetish Bill got. You know what I'm saying? But to me, it's like, maybe, like, again, I guess it could be like a behavioral issue. You know what I'm saying? Where it's like, I gotta have women unconscious. You know what I'm saying, to get down. But I would think,
I get to mixing this up.
right.
Oh, I want him to fall asleep so I can dive in. Oh.
I mean, it's really cooking it up. It's really, just take one sip. Oh, no. My wife Camille has made me my little shake.
Own personal concoction.
This is my own personal concoction I made just now, don't you go telling anybody I gave that to you, and I don't want you to share that with
Man, y'all are crazy.
Yeah, man. I think it was messed up, man. But I think it's always good to tear Bill ass up. You know what I'm saying? Tear him up. You know what I'm saying? Because
Bill did a lot for a lot of people and a lot of black folks. So
he thumbed his nose at a lot of people too.
I don't believe a lot of these women, but I know Bill was rolling wild. I do know that. So, and his wife knows. I mean, his wife know Bill was wilding. And them TV execs, they know Bill was wilding. They was like,
but it was like
Bill hoes.
Exactly, and that's what I'm saying. Like, these chicks, man, they ran in these Hollywood circles, and that's, they were going to get high at whatever party whatever party they could get high at. They was gonna go there and do the drugs, and whatever happens. You know what I'm saying? Like, it wasn't like this wasn't no secret that what Bill was doing back in the 70s. You know what I'm saying? Bill was out there with it. He wrote about it in his book. So I mean, I feel more or less, man, that the chicks that was coming there, they knew what time it was. You know what I'm saying? They knew they was gonna get the Quaaludes. They knew they was gonna get put to sleep. You know what I'm saying?
It was 99 good night, and she don't wake up like, "Ooh, I'm gonna feel a little drowsy." Don't worry, just give it about an hour or two, and it always long. He gonna be doing this. I'm close up.
And to YouTube, man, we're not making light of rape, man. Rape is a real serious issue. You know what I'm saying?
We don't even use that word. T.
Bleep that out, Dag, in the edits.
Y'all crazy, man.
Oh man! I mean, you going over a married dude house? They be like, "Man, was it like 3 a.m? Yeah, but I thought we're going to discuss the script. Monkey. You discuss Benny scripts with anybody else at 3 a.m?
Oh man!
Yeah, if she get around like that
at their house. Is she thinking, well, it's his house, he wouldn't invite me there if his wife wasn't comfortable, so I don't think nothing's going down. I'm like, it's all going down. I'll be like, well, Dick, you got to trade off. You don't remember getting down with Bill. Bill don't remember it either.
Right.
Man.
Show. He got you a spot on the Cosby Show.
Yeah, man, it's a bad dude, man. It's a rough dude.
They got they found out some of them ladies was lying on Bill.
Yeah. Yeah, they've been though. I mean, dude, everybody know. Half the women was disqualified anyway. They couldn't even come back and get it. It was past the time to come back to do anything. Plus, most of them got a bag to go along with their troubles. So they can't even they tampered anyway. This chick took the bag. Her own roommate told her that she was gonna falsify a story on Bill Cosby and get some money.
Yep.
Her roommate testified and said, no, she said that. I remember. She said that I was her roommate. She said she was going to do that.
Man, like we was just talking about, man, they'll throw the black man under the bus, man, in a heartbeat. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but it was already set up. It was like, we already got this in the bag in case Bill don't take our warnings. We don't let this hold out. Bill just like, I don't care what you do. That stuff is in the past. You can't hurt me with it. I'm buying NBC. They were like, oh, no, you ain't.
You right.
and you know, that's crazy. And that's crazy because it's like, you know, you already know you got some bread, man. You should be able to beat a 20-year-old charge.
Man, as much money as Bill got, they treated him like he had $3 in the bank. I'm like, God, no, man.
And a quarter pointed.
Right, I'm like, Bill got $50 billion. What the hell going on around here? They act like he just some dude. I mean, they treat him like a regular convict. They walking him up down here. I'm like, dude is blind. Man, get up the stairs, old man. I'm like,
what the hell?
Hey, put both hands behind your back. I'm like, my God, y'all in here trying to treat Bill. All because y'all don't want him to buy him.
Well, you know what they do to us, man.
Dude got elected in office. Bill gonna go back to trial. Where was everybody for Bill? Because I'm like, they did Bill dirty. I'm like, that whole trial was a farce.
But see, you know, it part of the problem, you know, you know, Bill has kind of brought us on himself. Like, you know, you were saying earlier, he helped out a lot of people, man. But he thumbed his nose at a lot of people too, man. Over the years, man.
Don't get me wrong. Yeah, Bill pulled out the nigga card on you real quick. Go back to that Uptown Saturday Night Bill in a minute.
Yeah, you know, he tried that, you know, holier than thou thing, and you know that shit kind of caught up with him. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, you talking holier than thou, and you got more skeletons in the closet than anybody. You know what I'm saying? Like, that caught up with him.
For sure, you knew that was coming for him, and that's why I said I knew when that went down what was going to happen. And that guy Andrew Gilliam, Bill Cosby, and everybody else was supporting that guy from Florida, and he was going up against that guy DeSantos or whatever, the one that everybody can't stand down in Florida. And this dude running around with doggone steroid male escorts. I'm like, oh God, dog. Got his wife out there and his kids looking silly.
Yo, that's when it was just like, man, I give up. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Like, dude,
I give up.
Everybody was like, this dude gonna run for office. He gonna go for bigger things. He finna,
you
know. And I was like, man, they was like, he almost took down the racist dude, Santos. I was like, man, but he didn't win. And I was like, y'all believed in him, and everybody did until he was all mollied up with the doggone bodybuilding male escort. I'm like,
yeah.
Oh, man.
Shake your head.
Passed out in the Florida hotel like loopy. Talking about somebody had too much to drink at a wedding party. It was like, who was getting married? They still ain't figured out that.
What's up, Blacks?
Man.
What's up, Zeno?
You talking about that? You talking about that man that took all that ecstasy?
Yeah. All that Molly, whatever he was on, him and that
with a male escort, man, a known male escort.
Right. I'm like, what is he doing around you? He in the room, passed out. The male escort. I'm like, dude, you were set up.
Wait, which Bill?
Finish was. I'm like, these dudes, they your enemy. They know everything that you do. They study it. They know you you on websites at night, guys.
Oh man.
They know it all.
And it's like, yo, like, but people believed in the dude, and I thought he put up a hell of a fight, and he probably
Yeah,
still had a fight because he probably actually won that election. Because you know how they do down there in Florida,
man.
they'll throw an election in a minute. You know what
It
I'm
was
saying?
people in Alabama was telling me like, no, dog, when he was in college, everybody used to say that about him. Like it was no surprise to us down here. We already knew about him. I was damn.
Damn.
Yeah, so Bama, they wasn't even surprised. They was like, no,
so
that's
he
the
be
best.
hanging out in Orlando.
But it's like, dude,
Oh,
if
this
you
nigga
gonna
in
be
Texas
gay,
sneaking up on
if you
everybody. What you doing, man? Trying to stay low key.
Trying to stay awake.
Hey,
He's talking
Cena running on UK time, man.
hey, nah, man,
Man.
Nicholas, you gotta troll
International
now, bro. You
Cena.
I
famous.
know.
oh, you
Hey, Zeno! Hey, Zeno!
That was funny.
yeah.
Oh yeah, that was
Hey,
funny. I
hey,
seen
That
that.
was hilarious.
Yeah, I'm like, look,
hey.
Nicholas got him a troll now.
I ain't think he could get me.
Hey,
As soon as he said, "Let's get back to the topic," I fell out.
Me too, man.
Hey,
Hey, what's up, Jamaican?
hey, Garcino.
Yo,
Hey, what do you think about old punk ass Tekashi 69 got the #1 song in the country, in the world now on
man, that
Billboard?
stuff, they paying for all that stuff. Ain't nobody even playing that damn song.
Dude,
Ain't nobody
man.
thought about that record. So when
Yeah,
they
I haven't
put
heard
that
it
out,
yet.
I mean, Nicki Minaj think it's her record. She out there. I got 2 #1s. I'm like, no, you don't. You own somebody's record
Man,
twice.
That's how you know she's almost out the door.
She already
Officer
out the door. You
Hernandez. She
trying to
needs
get back
Officer
in it.
Hernandez to hop on a record
But
to
no,
get back to
but you knew
#1.
this was
It's
going to happen.
ridiculous.
You knew this was going to happen. All it was going to take was somebody brave enough to put the foot in the door to let the rest of these snitching rappers in, for everybody to know it's all good to work with the dude again. You know what I'm saying? That's all it
Yeah, I
is.
mean they got low key snitches, but not an open snitch like
Man,
this.
look.
Dude,
This is
he
crazy.
gonna get
The
himself
way I
right.
look at
All
it,
this
snitching
stuff
is
is a
snitching, no matter how
this
you
is
look
a
at it.
false
Yeah.
sense of security. Somebody when he start coming outside and
Oh,
feeling
when he,
comfortable and start thinking he is success, somebody gonna knock that wig off.
yes, sir.
It's
This
gonna
man
oh
took down a
it's
whole
just it's a matter of
organization, and
that
they
head
just
gets
waiting for him.
knocked off.
They just waiting for him to get off a house arrest.
Honestly, I think he's watched from on high, man. I think he's been watched from on high. This is why he moves the way he moves. You know what I'm saying? Because he's got protection, man. You know what
Yeah,
I'm
and
saying?
then he got the same people that did work with Danny Yankee. I was talking about it on the Patreon. Y'all already seen the guy from YouTube that they got that work with him. They got the same guy that's in line with them, him and academics, and that's why I be getting all this stuff going on my page because they got and I was like, that's collusion. You can't sabotage another creator's page because you looking out for somebody else because you got a business with them. That's that's a conspiracy. That's grounds for a lawsuit. So I was trying to talk to a lawyer because I'm like, you can't do that. You can't just go sabotage somebody's page because you don't like what I said. I didn't violate no codes and no rules.
Right.
So why you
Right.
gonna try to sabotage me and try to make it look like, oh no, people just they wasn't interested. They saw the video and they just didn't want to click on it. I'm like, that's bull. Damn
Oh
well that ain't
man,
gonna happen. I'm like, I know what
he trying
happened.
to shut you down too.
Yeah, well, see, the thing is, 6ix9ine always been like that. First, he thought because Sarah, she liked some on Instagram or something. I said so. He was watching her account on her old account. I put up a video of her back before she was even popping. She was like pop locking and dancing, and so I put it up there, and I'm like, man, 6ix9ine don't
Oh
want
yeah,
you
that's
out
your
there.
ex.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, he liked that video, and he got all pissed off about it.
Yeah, I remember that.
Academics told him different. So,
Yeah, of course. You know, academics is watching.
yeah. So he tells him everything.
Oh,
And
this is funny.
Oh shoot.
It's your boy, H Money, Mr. That's on. We in the building, bro. Hey, yo,
What the
Cino, man.
hell?
Hey, yo,
Team
Cino.
Luca.
Hey, yo, Cino, I want to apologize, bro. I was wrong, bro. You showed me mad love, bro. It's some other dudes, man. They get in my ear, man. I want to apologize, bro. I want to be welcome back on this platform, bro. Can I come back on the
Oh
platform, bro?
man.
I don't know. We gotta talk to Frank, man. Frank
No,
gotta. Frank
no,
is up to Frank, man. Frank,
no. Don't let him on.
let him back
This
in.
Don't let
this
him back.
H Money Mr.
Oh,
Dance on, man. I want to be back in your graces, bro.
Don't let him back.
What the hell? What the hell?
I'm the one that called you Mr. C Note. C Notes. I'm the truth, bro.
Luke.
Ain't nobody on this panel break down stats like I do, bro.
Oh, man.
Ain't nobody break down stats like I do, bro. Ain't nobody represent Luca, bro.
Luca's garbage, man. Luca's garbage, man.
Show your
Oh
face,
my
bro.
God.
Show.
Overrated, man. Hey, Cino.
Luca,
Hey, Cino.
hey,
Oh, man.
Hey, Cino.
Luca ain't winning no championship.
Oh, my Lord.
What's up?
Oh, look
Winning no
at him.
championship.
Look
I
at
have
him.
no
What's up?
purpose. What's up, y'all? Salute. I'm just here for the fun
Hennessy
shit.
back.
Yeah, I'm just here for the
He
fun
said, "You
shit.
want to act like me? Take on my credit score." That.
Yeah, but Cino.
Motherfucker have my credit score, they'll go kill themselves.
Man,
Don't do that shit. I hope somebody
Lansky in
kill
here.
mine.
Lansky in here.
Hey, but Cino.
What's up?
Yeah, don't let that H Money dude back in there, man.
Oh, Larry.
He ain't been back.
I'm
He ain't
saying.
been
No,
back.
he hasn't been back. Thank
Hey,
God.
hey,
We
what
got a
up,
live
man?
stream.
Oh man, Frank is right about dude, man. He a rat.
Hold up, what up,
Yeah.
man?
I don't know what he done did, but no,
No,
what he
dude
doing,
is
but he ain't been back since then.
no, dude's a clown.
What
Frank
happened?
actually,
Yeah.
and that
hey,
that
hey,
live stream we
Cino.
was in, was it the Russell Wilson thing that we did a little stream yard in? Frank had
Yeah.
dropped links in the comment section, just
Yeah, I
exposing,
peeped that.
exposing dude. Like he's really a rat. He's not even the real H Money Days In. The real H Money Days In is from Brooklyn.
Who's the rat? I'm confused.
Dude, he just H
Like,
Money.
The Luca guy.
Yeah,
I
Luca
had
He's
guy.
claiming all different
Oh,
sets
I
and
ain't no
stuff. I
telling
was like, what the
man
hell?
down. So
Yeah, I'm just saying. But
Luca's
Frank is
baby
right.
I
mama.
don't
Drinking
know.
Hey,
lean.
Yeah, but you ain't got
He says he's
Yeah,
from.
man.
hey, Cino.
Yo, what's
I
up?
don't know,
Hey,
man.
Cino.
What's up?
Hey, what you think about Rock Nation can't pay their daggone rent and Jay-Z supposed to be a damn billionaire?
I don't know. It ain't about can't. They probably don't want to pay it for some reason. You know, the richest people be the cheapest bastards in the world.
How you think they get rich?
Right. They ain't out there to run and spend the money. They waiting on somebody else to pay it.
hey, I mean mug the
That's
penny.
gonna be Megan the Stallion. They're gonna be like, Megan gonna be like, why am I check y'all like this? Oh well, you know,
Hey,
the
hey,
rent.
hey, y'all. I mean mug the penny, dog, and the penny had to wipe his forehead. That's how cheap I am. No
Oh,
bullshit. When I look at a penny, I look at that motherfucker. That's how cheap I am. The penny did this shit. Like this nigga ain't finna spend me. You get me? That's how these niggas be doing. And if you don't have that mentality, you ain't gonna make no money. If you about that
Shit.
money, you gotta be that way. Get me? At some point, you have to say, fuck all this shit. I need to get my bread up. You get me?
my
That's
man
true.
said, if your life depended on it, who would you choose to play for? Play me in a one-on-one pickup game.
I'm gonna dunk on Cino one day. I'm gonna go out there and just
You've been so good, bro. You having a dream.
Dunk?
I'm gonna dunk on him.
LeBron would never say he dunked on me. He would never say that. That's one thing. I'll be
Hey,
like, never gonna dunk on me.
You know what killed me?
I'll feel
that-
sorry.
You tackle to the floor.
You know
I
what killed me
like
when you
that
put your
LeBron more
face
You
on the
ain't playing
Miami
on
Heat cover.
I
He
thought I
ain't
hated.
landing on his feet. I will warn him before the game. I'll be like, don't try to dunk on me, bro.
Attack on
Dog,
Joe.
Because
I
I'm
thought
not
I
even
hated
going for the ball.
LeBron
I'm
more
telling
You
than
gonna
you,
put that
I
forearm
hated
to his
Cino
stomach?
Jet.
good. And I'm going like this.
Exactly.
You gonna put that forearm to his stomach?
Hey, y'all remember when them niggas used to break the backboard? LeBron gonna dunk on
Yeah.
Cino just like that.
He
Just
ain't done it for me.
Oh Lord.
and
Hey,
that's all
Cino.
I thought I hated LeBron guts, but Cino got a real hatred for that nigga. That's a
Nah, I don't
vengeance.
like LeBron.
It
Definitely keep doing it,
ain't down
Cino.
the lane on me.
Keep it up. I do not
Dog,
like LeBron.
That's
that
what
I don't
nigga,
like LeBron either.
Hell,
dog,
I
I
can't
hate
stand
that
LeBron.
nigga. I
I
oh,
hate
the
that
cannot
they're gonna
nigga,
make
stand him.
dog.
Can't stand him.
they gonna try to get LaMelo Ball out the draft. If they don't get him, they trying to get Trey Young. So that's they move, big move. They
What?
want to
Who,
get
the
Draymond.
Knicks?
The Knicks,
Yeah,
really?
they trying to get Draymond. They finna get LaMelo Ball, whatever the other Ball brother.
I hope it's
And
Trey
they wanted,
Young.
Both of them niggas
and they
are
wanted to
trash.
get Trey Young. That's it. Trey
Yeah,
was supposed to be a Knick.
Both them ball niggas are trash. The daddy
man,
trash
I, I,
and the
I
Nah,
was I
son
was
I
trash.
so
actually
mad
like
I
the
missed the
youngest one.
I was so mad I missed the stream last night, man. Draymond is turning his. I don't know what he's doing with himself, man. Like
Yeah,
Oh,
he's
Yeah,
turning
what's
it
Fuck
go,
up, man.
Draymond
you were
Green.
bro?
way
What's
first. You
going on with
were
Draymond
first. I
Green, man?
thought about doing that live.
Fuck
I
Draymond
said,
Green.
man, this was too late because this is T. T would have been all over this.
Oh, I was
Draymond,
look, man. I was
Draymond
just
Green.
sitting there watching the video, like, yup, yup. You know, like, bro, you
Draymond,
from Saginaw, dog. What are you doing, dog?
yeah,
What
that's
in the
crazy.
bloody hell are you doing?
It's crazy.
What type of
Draymond Green.
check did
Draymond Green
LeBron
What
is
he
a
cut for
do?
this
traitor,
man
man.
I'm
He
for
a
him to
saying, what
traitor.
he
start
do?
capping like this?
Draymond Green is a traitor, man.
It's
Yes,
just
true.
it's
He
just
a
the ass
traitor.
kissing, man. Like, and the thing is like
Yeah,
he never like that's not who he's been up until now. Like you can never call Draymond an ass kisser. You know what I'm saying? Like these last couple, and I think you might be right, man. Ever since he signed with Clutch Sports, man, it's just been a bad decision after another, man. One bad
Do
decision
you
after
think
another.
yeah.
He
he's
He's
changed
been doing a lot
completely.
of capping ever
He
since he
changed
signed that
completely. As
contract.
soon as he signed with LeBron
Crazy.
James, he
And
Team
completely
you took
changed.
Valentine, Nicholas
then you
Jacobs,
took the
Tennessee. What's up
$25
with y'all,
million
man?
deal.
Hey,
Hey,
what's up,
what's
You
up
took
man?
the
with y'all?
Hey,
$25
what's
million
up, Frank?
deal. You
What's going
could
on?
Draymond could have got an easily got a max contract deal from somewhere. Now you took 20, he shorted his whole self. You know what I'm
He
saying? Like,
definitely
I
did.
don't know what he's doing. I
So
have no idea.
what did
So
he
you think
actually
the
do?
Warriors are gonna trade
Did
him?
he take the money?
Yeah, I think he's out of there, man. Yeah, I
He
mean,
took the
because
money?
you know, at the end of the day, you know, they were the best team for a reason because they played as a cohesive unit. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Exactly, and the
With
chemistry was there.
Draymond, he just throwing off the chemistry now. I mean, it's
But
better just
somehow,
to start from
some way,
scratch.
LeBron knows how to fuck up a team because he definitely did it with the
So
Celtics with Ray
hold up,
Allen.
I'm lost. So Draymond went to the over there with LeBron? I'm lost
That's
right now.
that's what I'm wondering.
No.
He been with LeBron. You ain't
He
seen him in all the
he got
barbershop
signed to
conversations
Clutch
and all that drinking
Sports.
wine.
Yeah,
I don't
he
like
done signed the
LeBron,
Clutch
Sports.
so I
Sports.
don't even watch that nigga.
I
He done signed
understand
the
that.
Clutch Sports. He
Hold
did
up.
that
Yeah,
a year
Signed the
ago
Clutch
or so.
Sports.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he
Hold up.
Clutch Sports.
he signed the Clutch
yeah,
Sports.
yep. He's
Okay.
down with Clutch,
My
the
list of hate.
unclutch
Even
sports.
My list
ever
of
since
hate.
he signed,
My list of hate.
with Clutch Sports, he been
Yeah.
acting like a little
I ain't,
bitch.
y'all just put me up on some other shit. I'm like, I ain't
Hey,
even
speaking of
Yeah.
hate, man, I gotta
Ever
say
since
that
he
was
signed
funny as
Clutch
hell when
Sports, he
that
been acting like a
little
little
when the H
bitch.
money troll came in. Speaking of all the
Yeah.
haters, man.
Hey,
Hell
Frank.
yeah.
Hey, Frank.
And you know, it's one thing we exposed the dude for clout chasing. He's a failed sports YouTuber. You know what I'm saying? Been on YouTube for a year, ain't popping. He's a failed rapper. He tried to diss Young Dolph out in Memphis. He got ran out of LA, goes to Memphis, tries to diss Young
God
Dolph, the
damn,
rapper,
he sound more
fails
hateful
at that.
than that.
Then he comes on here. We find out he's false claiming 40 Crip and he's claiming the BP Jungle Stones Bloods. He false claiming
Who is
gangs
that
and he
nigga?
threatened to shoot people, kids. And then what's messed up
Wow.
is longtime Carcino supporter Lex Diamonds, after we exposed him doing all this, threatening to shoot people, kids, false claiming gangs, Lex Diamonds is still riding and still nut hugging them. I can't believe that.
I was just about to ask you what's going on with you and Lex.
Oh wow.
Man, I caught Lex over there. I caught Lex
Wow.
over there in this chat. He was over there saluting them, giving them all the shot. I'm like, Lex, man, why you saluting somebody that's false claiming, threatening to shoot people kids? He like, man, you lying. I ain't never did that. I said, Lex, I got a receipt right here. Oh well, you only went over there twice, and
Oh
I was only
man,
over there. I gave y'all a
Wow.
shout out and all that.
Hey,
Come on,
come
y'all
bro.
on,
just
Lex.
y'all
You gotta
It's
just
come in
can't
here.
2020.
You
We
gotta come in
airing
the live stream
everybody
to
out,
defend
even on the
yourself.
Casino for Life network.
Yeah, bro.
It's like Chuck,
Lex,
no
don't
joke.
support the
Truth be
phony,
told,
man.
all day, even on your birthday.
Yeah.
I know this industry chick
Hey,
with
damn,
some
that
love.
was a whole lot of hate y'all just gave me. I gotta write this shit
Choke.
down in paragraph form.
That's hilarious.
What the hell?
I gotta write this shit down in paragraph form, dog. That was a whole lot of hatred.
Yeah, but
All
Frank,
right.
it was like dude was snitching off Cino, man.
Nah,
I
man.
Wow.
don't
Yeah, I
care.
seen those videos. I was like, wow, this man is really a trip.
No, like I knew something was wrong with him once he first came on this
Hell
motherfucker.
yeah. I mean, the way how his energy was, it was
Yeah,
weird,
he
man.
hugging on Luca nuts and shit.
He
Irritating.
kept on talking
We
about
didn't
Luka
even see the man
Donovan
in the
this, Luka
playoffs yet. I'm
Donovan
like,
that.
we
Exactly.
got to see him in the playoffs.
I mean,
My
get
bad,
on.
bro. Go
Right.
ahead.
And then he trying to say Luka's having the best start of any second player ever. It's like, bro, Luka's averaging what, 27, 9, and 8. Oscar Robertson came in the league his second year averaging 30, 11, and 12.
Man,
Come
fuck
on, dude.
Bron.
Dang.
Come on, dude.
Fuck Bron.
Exactly.
They ain't-
And it was
I don't
less
even
And,
want
teams,
and,
and he
to
was
put
going
and then
against
nobody.
you
players that was actually really, really good
and
all the time.
it's still hard to compare eras just because of the style of play. Like you know what I'm saying? Like they shoot the ball way more. Smaller players can dominate in three phases of the game more than they ever could because nobody's in the lane anymore. You
Exactly.
know
Right.
what I'm
Yup.
Nobody's in the
saying?
lane
Ain't
when you drive.
there's no big men in this league anymore. There's no true big men in this
Nobody
league.
to contend with
No, but
rebounding.
there
So
are
the
no
6'8"
men in
player
the
can be the
Nobody
league.
best
runs plays
rebounder in
like
the
that
league.
anymore either.
Ain't
Exactly.
no men in the league, man. They don't play ball like they did in the 90s.
Hey, Kennedy, say it again. Say
Everybody's
that shit again.
trying to be the Warriors right
Say that
now.
shit again, Kennedy. What you said?
I said, ain't
Everybody
no
want to
men
shoot
in the
three
league.
pointers.
Ain't nobody
Everybody
playing
want to shoot
ball.
threes.
Ain't
Yup.
nobody playing ball in the NFL, and then ain't nobody motherfucking playing ball in NFL or NBA, and then that whole shit, that Jesse Smollett shit that nigga pulled off in NASCAR. Like, people don't even watch NASCAR. Niggas don't do it. Like, it's
Hell
a
no.
whole lot of whole shit going on.
Yeah,
It
Whole lot.
is.
Yeah.
a whole lot.
It
That
is. It's a
nigga
lot
pulled
of
off
whole
Yeah,
that
ass
I
shit
told
Jesse
you
going
what
on.
Smollett.
NASCAR stand for. Niggas ain't scared because of a racist.
Man.
That's what it stands for. Niggas ain't scared
Dog,
because of
who
a
the
racist.
fuck watches, what nigga watch NASCAR?
I
Only
don't
thing
know.
black in NASCAR is the tires. There's the
Oh,
only
man.
thing
I'm
they
saying.
care about.
Man.
Hey, look, I never heard of Bubba. I never heard of Bubba before all of this. Before all of this
I
noise.
heard
You know what I'm
him
And
saying?
he's
run
a
out
nigga
there, and I was
named
like, I felt
Bubba.
sorry for him. I'm like, damn, brother, you should have came with like 5
Exactly.
other brothers and some.
Exactly. You see
Like,
that?
Word, what's the story on him?
And
Hold on,
he's
bro.
a nigga named Bubba.
yeah.
Look at him. He got that
Yeah.
weird ass hairstyle, like all these weird niggas.
Like,
Like,
I mean, he
nobody
came
gives a
rough.
fuck.
I'm just like, brother, why you there?
Yeah, get
I'm
run,
like, brother, why are you there? Because I'm like, I ain't
right?
going 100 miles in no college. I'm trying to get away from somebody.
I'm
Exactly.
trying to tell
going
you.
on.
Man.
Like, do
Trying to
not.
tell you.
And then we driving them cars off the thing. Wait, he's off the track.
And then what's crazy
Been
about
hitting
NASCAR?
94.
What's crazy about NASCAR?
I'm
is
surprised they let brothers back at the racetrack at the Eddie Griffin crash. That one dude's who was that, like a Ferrari or a Lamborghini? You remember that?
Eddie Griffin.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
remember
Eddie
that
Griffin.
one.
They had like a celebrity speed race, and he came up in there. He crashed somebody's
Eddie
like
Griffin
brand new
pulled that car
Ferrari.
up. Eddie Griffin pulled the car up, dog. I remember that.
Well,
Man.
hey, Cino,
Yeah.
when you
Dog,
brought
I
up the
think that nigga
no,
pulled
hold
a
on, Cino.
Jesse
When you brought up the
Smollett.
name
He
Bubba,
said
I
it
thought
was
you was
a
talking about
noose.
Bubba Ray Dudley.
Oh no, not Bubba Ray.
Bubba Ray Dudley, the
Dog,
Dudley
first
twins.
of all, his name. And then look at that nigga. Like, you know this nigga lying. Just like we knew Jesse Smollett was lying. Come on, man. And then everybody marching beside his car and shit. I'm
Yeah, you
like,
doing too much.
Man.
I'm like,
Hey,
come on.
Man,
You
it
not like in
started
the
with
hey,
every
Cap.
Tino.
outburst.
It started with Cap, and then it went to Jesse, and here we go.
Yeah,
Bubba
and Cap was
Smollett. That's what his name is now.
hold
Bubba
up.
Smollett.
Cap,
Bubba Smooth.
Cap is in my
Bubba
book of
Smollett.
hatred. Cap is in my book of hatred, and niggas followed that shit. And
Oh
that
yeah.
George Floyd shit reminded me of that shit. Like,
Oh
we
yeah.
don't even know if the nigga dead, but that's another story. But god damn it, this nigga in
He
NASCAR,
probably in Hawaii right now.
Deep breath.
that's
Right.
what
Bubba
I
should have
said.
been a power forward. I'm like,
Yeah,
Bubba the power forward right now in the damn league, playing for damn near with the Atlanta Hawks, getting about 4.5. You know what I'm
Hey,
saying?
he really do look like Captain Jack brother.
Right.
No, he
You
really
know what
do.
I
He
mean?
definitely does.
I look like who?
No,
No,
I
not
talking
you.
about GF George Floyd. He looked just like Captain Jack, Stephen Jackson.
No,
Yeah.
I'm telling you, George Floyd gonna be a starting forward for somebody when the league opened up. I don't think the nigga dead. Dog.
We had to call him
Hey,
up for D League.
Tino,
You
What
know
they
what I'm
how
gonna
do
do?
you
Pass
feel
him
saying?
off
about
as
all these
Markel
players getting the
Brown or somebody?
coronavirus?
Yeah, I'm just not, I'm not buying it because it's so convenient. Like, I don't believe it. Like, some of me telling me that nigga ain't dead, dog. I don't know what it is. It's just like when you know you can see bullshit. Just like when Kaepernick got on one knee, the nigga didn't say nothing the whole time, but his career was failing when it started. So he had to do something to get money. Like,
Yeah.
if people pay attention to shit, they'll know this nigga got on one knee because his career was failing. Nigga, get
Man,
out the game.
when what's his
Nah,
face?
he
When
wanted to
Harbaugh
trade.
left,
Uh-oh, you breaking up, T.
Somebody breaking up.
Yeah, that's T.
Yeah, T breaking up.
Hey, but am
Yeah.
I lying about the whole scheme that Kaepernick pulled off? The kneeling
Oh
shit?
yeah. I mean,
Because,
look, he definitely, did that for a reason. Like he was they basically trying to get traded because he wanted to get off that team anyway, and he wanted I think a larger contract or something like that
yeah,
beforehand.
it was
Cartina
some,
was
but
right about
Yep.
because it
but
was rumors that he was going to get traded to the Jets or another team or something like that. But yeah, he was definitely asking for a trade, and he was not with the team, and he was like being a distraction. So he definitely got on one knee, and then that just blew up. But what is good about this is that it definitely showed the racism in the NFL, and now we at the point that we are right now.
but my thing is, we all know it's racism everywhere.
Hell yeah,
Fuck
Absolutely.
that nigga and fuck his knee. That's what I've been saying because Kaepernick wasn't a good ball player nowhere. He was just a poster
I
child for
mean,
some hustle.
he was good. He was good when he was like on top with the pistol offense and stuff like that. He was definitely dominating until, like I said,
Harbaugh.
like it takes that second year. People start learning that
Yeah, people
offense,
start
then they
reading
know
and
how to
start
stop
figuring
it.
you out.
Exactly, and then that shows you who
Hey,
really
but
is good and who
I
really is
think
not.
Exactly.
And not to mention,
I
he
think
threw a lot of
Deshaun
ducks.
Watson out here in Houston. I think they should get rid of that nigga because he's gonna
Deshaun
try to
Watson?
pull it. Yeah.
Nah, Deshaun Watson is good, but the
Deshaun
thing
Watson,
No,
is,
you
nice.
know why? Because the nigga was too nice last year when they were whooping their ass.
the Chiefs, yeah, the
Mahomes.
Chiefs in the playoffs.
Yeah, dog. They gave them that game, dog. Come on,
Not
man.
because it wasn't just because of him. It was like the special
No, but
teams.
they,
It was the
no,
defense that was like giving up.
no. I'm telling you, you cannot be beating somebody ass like that and lose.
No,
Yeah, that's true.
Kansas City got a nasty offense, man. They offense
So they
is
offense,
high
where was their
octane.
offense in the first half?
Nah, no lie.
It
Yeah,
don't
Houston
matter. It
gave
don't
that up,
matter
man.
if you
Yeah,
know
dog. And
football. If you know football, it's all about execution, bro. It's
yeah,
all
but
about
Houston is
execution.
a second half team. Like the first, like when I see them winning in the first half, the second half they usually show up. They just was out there slapping ass like they were slapping each other's asses and shit, but y'all don't even get that. And then I'm like, what the fuck y'all doing, man? Y'all winning the game. And they just gave up the game.
Yeah. I mean, now Deshaun Watson, he's gonna be messed up because he don't have Hopkins anymore. So it's like, who is he gonna pass it to? So now it's gonna be a real
But
down season. And he
hey,
got Bill O'Reilly as a coach. So
it goes back to my theory of these motherfuckers just a goddamn team that they do point spreads with. You get me? Because it don't make no sense. They have the team, but they still do fuck shit.
that's the
You get me?
coach. Y'all got to get rid of that
It
coach.
ain't. Hey, we got to get rid of the owner. Fuck all that. Get rid of the owner.
You don't fire owners.
Yeah, but I'm saying if
Fire
we
owner.
get rid of the owner, just like in
We
Dallas.
can fire owners. The Knicks better get rid of their owner.
Yeah, James Dolan.
They did that a long time ago.
Bulls better
Dolan
get
would
rid of
have
their
been
owner.
gone.
The Knicks ain't won shit since when?
Since 1973.
We
Three
headed
out of
in
the
the
Hold
four
on,
right
them
teams
niggas
here
been
need to
kind
sell
of
their
good
team,
Almost
bro.
50
direction
For
years.
real.
right now,
For real.
but I don't know what's gonna happen.
Almost 50 years.
Almost 50
Man,
years, man.
Ain't been relevant since
three,
Willis
three, three
Reed.
of the four,
Willis
three of the
Reed.
four teams here, man, need to sell their teams, man. The Pistons, the owner of the Pistons need to sell his team. The owner of the Lions need to sell their team, and the owner of the Tigers need to sell their team,
Yeah,
man.
he be.
The Lions should have been got rid of their quarterback Stafford.
Yeah.
He's just stealing money
Man,
from y'all.
it's a lot of things they should have
Hey,
been
you
done.
know who
Yeah.
really got on? You know who really
For
got
real.
on everybody? The coach of the Cleveland Browns.
Oh,
You
he's
remember? They fired him
I don't
after
even
Talking about
know who
Hugh.
the coach is no more.
15 years of him not even doing shit.
Oh, you talking about the Bengals?
Yeah, well, the Bengals.
Marvin Lewis.
Yeah, because
Bengals.
I'm like the Browns.
I
They
get
change
the
coaches
Browns and
like
the Bengals
every
confused.
season.
Dog, both of them niggas losing so
Marvin
much.
Lewis.
Yeah.
Yeah,
If it's
yeah,
one
yeah.
exception to the rule, is Marvin Lewis. You know what I'm saying? He's like the one exception. Like I can't believe they held on to him as long as they have. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's a
He been on
fact.
the hot seat out there several times, and he always
So
managed to
much time.
survive with like a 10-6 season.
But
You know?
hey,
Right?
you
Like they held on to him for a long time. I don't know
but
what he did.
I tell you this, a lot of them white head coaches, they be holding on to them white head coaches for a long time too.
Oh, yeah, you already know, man.
Oh
No,
yeah.
yeah, that's a
No,
Yeah.
like
fact.
I said, Marvin Lewis is the exception. Marvin
But
Lewis
you
is the
know what?
exception. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? Like
that's
You
the
know
same thing
what?
for the NBA too.
Yeah.
Yeah,
The
NBA
Portland head
do.
coach should have been
And
fired a long time ago too
Mm-hmm.
for the
hey, you know who
Trailblazers.
my nigga though? Tomlin. The
You
nigga
said
for
who?
the
Who?
Steelers. Tomlin.
Oh, Mike
Oh, Mike
Tomlin.
Tomlin.
Mike
Yeah.
Tomlin.
Yeah,
I think I seen that nigga smirk one time. I'd never seen him smile. I think I seen him smirk. He might have grinned on Thanksgiving, but I'm not sure. I had to go back and look at the tape. But that nigga there, I love that nigga. That nigga don't like no pass. You get me? That nigga don't.
yeah.
I'm serious. I've never seen that nigga smile or laugh or grin or nothing.
Even though he be getting a lot of criticism for no reason, but
Man,
I was
fuck.
like,
He
what can
don't.
you
That's
do?
because he black. Because he black. That's why he
Yup,
get all
Well,
that criticism. Because he black.
Nah,
exactly.
he had to
but I'm
fight for that
telling
shit
you.
though. You know what I'm saying? Like they wasn't trying to hold on to him like that.
Hey,
You know,
but
they
you know
tried
what?
every little reason to fire him, and just because he was so
Exactly.
And he
successful, they
kept
couldn't.
pushing. He kept it pushing.
One of the former coaches was like, "Oh, he's just a pom pom coach or something like that." And I'm like, "What?"
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. What? Don't you think that would piss a nigga like that off? Like, really? That's what you gonna do? All right, I'm gonna put every white fucking athlete on the team on that field to get their ass lit up. That's how we gonna do this. That's how you gonna play. You get me?
Yeah,
Like, just look at how
I
the
just.
quarterback Ben Roethlisberger is a real life predator. You know what I'm saying? But he ain't locked
Oh
in.
my
You
Yeah.
know what I'm
god!
saying?
That is,
He
Yeah.
don't get no
I
bad
was
press.
about to
swear
go
to
to that.
you, if
I was
this
about to
man
go to
gets in
that.
the Hall of Fame like it is nothing, I am done. bro. Like this, they giving Michael
Get ready
Vick
to be
all
done.
this hell
Exactly.
for the dogs and stuff like that, and not
They've
forgetting about the
already.
I mean, I
dogs.
barely watch
Don't
football
nobody even
anyway,
talk
so it's
about
like,
that no more. He going to get in the Hall of Fame. Don't nobody even talk about that no more. And
Yeah,
and,
it's
and like
crazy.
me and Carcina was saying earlier, like it was barely a story, and then the only reason the story got out because the white girl who pressed charges against him, went outside the loop. You know what I'm saying? But they was
Yes,
trying to
she
smother
did.
her too.
That's
It was
exactly
two or
right.
three. It was two or three women that he raped, bro, and Brett
Yeah,
Favre as well
two.
And
too.
who
How many
said that?
charges he
It's two
got?
or three women.
But To he couldn't even get in the Hall of Fame. He had to fight his way in, and he wasn't even like out, like he didn't have
Man,
no
fuck T.O. He
trouble off
on
the
my
field
hate
or
list.
anything like that.
Fuck
Man,
T.O.
look
He
at the
on my hate
NBA.
list.
Tim Hardaway ain't in the Hall of Fame because he said
You
he don't
know
like gay
who
people.
else? You know
exactly.
who else on my
Yeah.
hate list?
But what do you
That's
say he doesn't
bullshit.
like?
Motherfucking
He said
He said he
goddamn
didn't like the
Randy Moss.
LGBT
he didn't like
community
them
back in like
faggot
2004.
ass motherfuckers, man.
Oh wow.
Yep.
Like them
Oh yeah,
faggot
they
ass
definitely not
motherfuckers,
letting
They
him
bro.
took
in.
him off
Fuck
TV and
Randy Moss
everything. He wasn't
too.
You
on
know who's the
ESPN no more.
commissioner
None
right
of that.
now?
Tim Hardaway is one of the greatest basketball players to ever live, man. He's not even in the Hall of Fame. It's a damn shame.
It's crazy
Yeah.
Hey,
because
you
you know
know
who's
Oh,
what?
the
And then
you know the commissioner right now.
Yeah.
Ain't Hardaway from Memphis?
No, he from out
no,
here in Chicago.
he
He from
from she from
Chicago.
He from out here in
Chicago.
Chicago,
Oh
man.
yeah, he's from
He from
Chicago, and then he
Chicago.
came down south for a little bit, and
Yeah,
then
yeah,
he got
yeah.
he was cold, dog.
Oh
But he
yeah,
was
absolutely.
working his ankle so bad till he got
Oh.
hurt.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
because I remember seeing this nigga, no bullshit, like in Mississippi when I was in junior college. Man, that nigga used to be showing people how to move on the court.
Oh yeah.
That nigga was working his ankles real hard, so I knew
Mhm.
knew that shit was coming. You
Yeah.
feel me?
Yep.
That's
I hate Randy Moss. No bullshit.
what. Nah, I
You
like
know
Randy
why?
Moss, man.
All right, now you doing too.
Oh, I knew Cena was gonna come.
now you done messed up.
No, hold on.
Now you don't blame nothing on the freak. The man changed the game.
Hold on.
Yo, that was so quick.
Miles.
Yeah, Cito was like, hold
Yeah,
on.
they
Now
been
you
over here
done,
messing up my stream, everything. Man, they kicking me out. I'm like, what the heck? I didn't
damn. I
family
didn't even
did that.
I didn't
Yeah,
even
I
know
know
they
that's
was
the
tapping
Randy
your
Moss.
I didn't know they was tapping your
That's crazy, man.
I didn't know they were tapping your stream like that, dog.
They gonna kick you out
Yeah,
your
you
own
should
stuff,
have known by now.
I know they been tapping your
So hold
stream,
on,
but
now you
damn,
done
they
messed
got
up. Not Randy Moss.
Not the freak.
now you know why I say that? That boy
Why?
got traded 3 times in a season during
Yeah.
games.
I mean, he was mad as hell. He wanted his money.
But I'm saying, and then he gets on like the sports channel and act like that shit didn't happen.
Yeah,
I
I mean,
mean,
give a damn about that time, but when the freak was out there
Dog, Randy Moss
playing
was
like
that nigga, dog. I still got a Randy Moss jersey.
his last year in the league, he was on the 49ers. He was just there in the role, just to chill, to be that vet. He in there putting up yards. I was like,
yeah, he
Yeah.
sure was.
he's been in the house.
Oh.
If he had a real quarterback instead of that doggone Kaepernick.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
He didn't cost Freak a ring. Because he
Man, I still got every Randy
I
Moss
still
jersey.
cannot believe that the Patriots lost to the Giants in the Super Bowl.
Now we got.
I can't believe that shit either. I can't believe we lost to the goddamn. But I already know Mahomes was the golden boy for them. But they gave that game up, dog.
I can't believe Seattle lost to the Patriots. They should have let Marshawn
That
run the
was
ball in.
crazy.
Oh,
Yeah,
I
Yeah,
was
that's
I
another.
can't believe you can still having babies.
I was pissed off. I was in the cut like this.
Yeah.
That pink went down. Pink, we back, baby.
Hey, I can't believe you can still having babies.
It was unbelievable.
The moment was too big for him.
I
Yup.
was just like this. The dudes are all over me talking about, yeah, that's what I told you, baby. Leave the boom. Get that money ready, baby. Back to back. Back to back. Yeah, I told you, Brady ain't nothing, man. I'm like,
All
And
they had to do was run the ball in, man.
man, that's a
Run the ball. You
No,
still
He
had
when
two
threw
more
they
the
times. It was
handled,
ball. It was
guaranteed he was gonna get in on the
unbelievable.
next.
That
when
is
I'm
Seattle
tell you
lost
why
the
they didn't
game,
run
I
the
was like,
ball.
whoa.
I'm gonna tell you why they didn't run the ball. It was football logic. They brought in a lineman just for that play because they ran the ball earlier with beast mode earlier in that Super Bowl, and he got stopped. He got stopped when they did that. So they came in there, they brought that extra linebacker in there. They knew they was finna run the ball, but just in case, they've already practiced this play. In case they go for that short pass, Butler gotta beat him to the route. He gotta fight the
Yeah,
receiver for
but
that route.
hey, what
Yeah.
he's saying, what he's
So
saying
Belichick
actually makes
already
sense
knew he was
because
trapping him. He was forcing them to throw that pass by putting that other linebacker there because they ran that earlier with beast mode and he got stopped. Matter of fact, they ran him again on first down and he got stopped and he didn't get in there.
I
but
just
they
can't. With
had
them
to,
being
they
so
had
close
to throw the
to
pass.
the end zone, I can't see Russell Wilson not getting into the end zone on that play. Like you could have
Yeah.
caught the option. I mean, they could have done so many running plays, man. With
Yeah,
so many
I would have
things to
did it
do,
too, but
and they
you know
threw
they
the
was
ball.
that you would think, but you know,
Nah, I don't think about an option. That defense was legit.
Yeah, that defense was legit, dog.
But you talking about Russell Wilson is like one of the best, if not the best, decision maker in the game with the football in his hands. I'm sorry.
At that point,
didn't want to get beat.
nah, he is though.
It was just the right play to call if you was a coach to move to like audible it to a pass because the defense was set up to stop the run. And they had stopped him on goal line but previously before in the same game. Belichick,
Right.
that defense, that
so
was
that's
one of
why
the best
they were
games
like, man,
we've
we'll
seen
try to
in a
run
long time.
They stopped beast mode on first down, and then here's second down. Everybody like just let them run it again. And I'm like, they got that side stack. They ready for it. They know the play.
No, they was stacked. It was stacked straight up though.
They went to that pass. He told them be prepared, and sure enough, they went for that pass, and he beat the receiver to the route. I mean, that was just a hell of a football play. That's just
if it would have went down, it would have been like the most smartest play ever. But
because Russ ain't do nothing wrong. Russ put the ball where it was supposed to be.
Where it's supposed to be, yeah.
He just dog fought the receiver for that ball, and he like,
who was the receiver that was supposed to complete that play?
I saw a fast receiver.
I don't remember. I don't know if it was Casely or something like that.
He put the ball where
we remember the guy that made the play.
Right. Yep. He sure did get paid. He's on Tennessee right now.
I think that was one of the last good NFL games we saw. Seriously.
Hey, Cino, you wrong. Hey, if Marshawn Lynch, they had 8 men in the box. New England, 8 men in the box, and the Seahawks was still running that freaking football.
Nah,
that linebacker was not gonna do nothing.
They don't go like that boy up.
They stopped him already on goal line. You forgot? They already stopped him before.
They had 8 men in the box do the certain play through that drive, and the Seahawks was still power running through them dudes. They knew for a fact that
they ain't scored before. They was on goal line before. They gave it the beast mode. They stopped. So it tell you. Go watch the game again and watch what happened.
I watched the game.
Then you see beast mode.
I watched the game.
I'm not personally. I'm not giving the ball to beast mode necessarily. I'm keeping the ball in Russell's hands. You know what I'm saying? But he's not throwing the ball.
Russell should have ran the ball in. Russ should have ran the ball in.
Wait, was it fourth down? I forgot. Was it fourth down?
All you got is an inch to go in front of you. All you got is an inch to go in front of you. You know what I'm saying?
Was it a fourth down?
The Seahawks it was second down.
It was second down?
It was a second down play. Russ should have tried to run that.
Nah, they should have ran that, man. I'm sorry. They should have ran that one.
They should have ran that in, dog.
Listen, the Seahawks offensive line was winning the war against the Patriots defensive line. The Patriots defensive line was getting pushed backwards the whole entire drive.
Goal
They were
line is
struggling.
They was
different.
getting pushed back
They
the
were
whole entire
struggling.
drive.
But they had a
Over my
sniper on beast mode though.
Yeah,
They
but
had
goal
a
line is
sniper on
different.
that one.
But see, that's
Man.
why I
Because
say
y'all gotta remember,
you
beast
negate
mode
it
was
when
on.
when the quarterback keeps the ball. You negate all of that, man.
Oh,
Just
Frank
move
back.
forward.
Let
That's
Frank
all they
in.
had to do was go forward.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like I think Russell should have ran the ball in because it would have
Yeah, I'm
fucked
not
him
taking
up.
the ball. I'm not taking the ball. Like even if he got to run out and scramble and then throw the ball, but you got to. He's the best decision maker in the game. You know what I'm
I
saying? He
think
got
that
the feet.
nigga should
He
have
got the
did
feet.
went.
He got the feet, and he can make the right decision. You know what I'm saying? And that
I think he should
if
have
I
went
can't
old
move straight
school.
ahead, then I'm gonna try and move him out the pocket or something. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
To where
So,
make
Russell,
motherfuckers make some decisions.
Russell,
but my
yeah,
thing is like Marshall once he's a bowling ball. Cause you know he could break tackles.
yeah,
So
but
if that's second
had,
down, you should at least did it. You should at least ran that ball.
but they
If it
already
was
had
fourth down,
Marshawn
then I would
Lynch.
have definitely did a fake. Or third. But second
They
down, you
had
should at least
Marshawn
give it
Lynch.
another chance.
You,
That
I
man was
don't
on
think he
fire
should
that
have
year
passed
too.
it. I think Russ should have ran that motherfucker in.
Man, the lights is too bright for us to see that on there.
Probably so. Lakers can
Nah, I
get
can't say
Bradley
that because
Beal.
they blew out the Denver Broncos.
Oh,
And
wait
the
a minute, what
lights
you
was
say?
bright.
See what you say?
This dude said, "Why can somebody explain why the Washington Wizards are going to the tourney?" And I've been hearing they Lakers trying to get Bradley Beal. They've been
Oh
talking
yeah, I
about
heard
that for
about
the
that
last
too.
couple
Yeah.
of weeks.
Why
Oh
the
yeah.
The
Wizards even
Lakers,
being
the
mentioned?
Lakers can't afford Bradley. They can't afford Bradley Bill. They
I would
got
hope
two
they
max
can.
players
They've been trying
already.
to
They'll
get
find a
Ben
way.
Simmons, Bradley Beal, and somebody else I can't think of for the longest. Ben Simmons, Bradley
Danny
Beal is
Buss ain't
another
gonna
person
pay
they
Oh,
all
want to
that
from the
get.
money.
What team is he
Bulls?
from? What team is he
From the
from?
Bulls,
You
what's
talking
his
about
name?
Zach Levine?
Zach Levine. That's who they trying to get. The
Yeah, Zach
Lakers.
Oh,
Levine.
they
Yeah,
have been
yeah.
trying to get Zach Levine. Yeah, I
Why
remember that.
is everybody trying to
They've been
help
trying to get
LeBron?
him.
This is
That's what
the
I'm
thing I
saying, bro.
cannot
I don't
stand.
understand.
How many people
Danny
that
Kind
Buss,
of
dislike
whack,
I don't
LeBron in the
man.
understand.
league, bro? Like
LeBron
Crazy.
James,
this man already got
LeBron
Anthony
James.
Davis. He needs
Give
another
Giannis one
player.
of them dudes.
If I don't hate nobody more than LeBron, it's Magic Johnson because he lied about age, and then it's Shaq, and then it's LeBron. It's like they rollout is the same. If y'all get where
What's
I'm
your
going,
problem with Shaq?
I don't like that nigga. He wasn't a good
Y'all know
ball
why.
player. He just a big nigga. That's it.
Nah,
Man,
there's some stuff I don't like
I
about
feel you.
Shaq, but he's a cool player, but it was some stuff that I didn't like. Like he's all about branding. He didn't really care
yeah,
about. I mean,
that's
he
what
cared
I'm
about
saying.
winning, but he was more about branding. And he wanted to be that face. And if somebody's overshadowing him, then he would start having fits and stuff like that. That's what I
I
didn't like
just
about
don't
Shaq.
like that nigga.
He said, "I just
That's
don't like
something
that
about
nigga."
that nigga I don't like. You know how you just
Well,
don't like a
did you see
motherfucker?
how Michael Brogdon ended up getting the Rona? But once he started talking about he was taking up like he was siding with Kawhi, all of a sudden he got it, and he got to sit out for 2 weeks. And
Really?
he said he was going.
Wow. Yeah,
They
yeah. There's a
said
lot of players
Nikola
getting the
Jokic, the Joker, got
coronavirus.
it out in
Oh,
Serbia. He might not
everybody
even come
using
out.
Corona as some fuck shit right now. Everybody.
I swear to you, like Cino was saying, if the Clippers is up like probably 3-1 against the Lakers, and then all of a sudden, breaking news: Kawhi Leonard has coronavirus. I'm
Man, that
done.
shit is
Hey,
real. I went and
shout out
got
to Lex.
I went and got my
And yes, I
went
am
and
let
got my
off that
corona
nigga.
test the other day, and it was like waiting for the AIDS test to come back. Dog, you was sitting there nervous.
Ah man,
And then today everybody talking about Deion Waiters gonna be ready to go. He ain't nowhere in shape to go. And they was like, man, LeBron is pissed because Waiters ain't been doing nothing. He been chilling with the waiter, waiting on the waiter to serve him. That boy out of
I'm in more
he's been
shape
eating
than
some
these niggas.
edibles.
I don't even work out.
Edibles out there on this little boat in South
They did
Beach.
all that to bring him over there.
Yup.
I'm telling you, I'm
Couple
in
So
little
they
more
got
shape
CBD gummies.
than these
waiters. They
niggas.
got
I
J.R.
don't even
Smith
work out.
now. This is perfect.
Oh,
This
I
is
hope
beautiful.
JR on the team. Please tell me JR is on the team. Please tell me he out there.
I don't know. It's who? J.R. Smith?
And they got rid of
Please let me
Bradley.
know when
Oh
that
my
dude is
God,
on the team.
beautiful.
I need him. I need
love
him.
to see
This
fuck
man, Bradley is the reason why they won against the Clippers. It was Anthony Davis and Bradley
Yeah.
that won that game.
Yep.
Avery
Please
Bradley.
tell me some fuck shit going on right now.
And of course, LeBron being on the line every time.
Oh yeah, of course. Yeah.
Man.
Plus the dumbass Laker fans celebrated as if they won a championship that game too.
Yo.
Y'all remember that, right?
Hey, you know
But
what?
listen, all we need is J.R.
team.
Smith. All we need is Paul George to actually show up in the playoffs. That's what I'm hoping for.
No, we know you really don't.
You don't. And that's why you got everybody else, because you don't need him.
Exactly.
Hey, they're going to create another team.
We're going to need Lou Williams to step up in that big moment, too. Lou Williams gets cold feet every now and then in big moments.
I mean, now they don't have to worry about Avery Bradley, so Lou Will should be able to do his thing.
No, but every now and then.
Ain't about that either. You got one closer, and that's Kawhi.
Yeah, Kawhi. Yeah, he's the best clutch player in the game. Period.
Like,
yeah, he's the best clutch player in the game. Period.
Hey, I'm telling y'all, the way it's going, I think they're gonna bring in a new team. They're gonna be called like the goddamn Sox or some weird shit, and they're gonna be all these niggas.
Oh, when they
want to get off their.
You're gonna start seeing a UK team and a team from China. I already told you.
Now
I thought it was gonna be a Las Vegas
They
team.
gotta get that bag, baby. They gotta get the bag.
They're gonna bring in something else.
Yeah, the NFL's been trying to do that for a long time too.
It's gonna be so crazy that y'all gonna be like, damn, these people are playing on these teams. And them people been wanting to get out their contracts, so now they got a way to get out their contracts, and then, you know, and y'all gonna see a team that light motherfuckers up. That's all I'm saying.
Is the Spurs gonna show up this year?
No, I'm saying like they're creating a team where it's gonna light motherfuckers up. That's all I'm saying, because it's in the working. And you can see it happening. Like, you know how you feel like some fuck shit about to happen? That's what's gonna happen. They finna create teams with the NBA. They already tried to fuck shit with NASCAR with Jussie Smollett.
Man, 2020 has been the year of fuck shit, bro.
Yeah.
Tell me about it.
For real. 2020 is
and I'm guaranteed
this is everybody's worst year.
For real.
It's gonna be a white dude from hockey say he got a noose put in his shit. Watch. I'm telling you. All the fuck shit you can think of is gonna happen.
Well, I mean, if it's a white dude from hockey, he probably put it in his own bag himself. You know what I'm saying?
That's
Probably
what
trying
I'm
to play
saying.
a prank on one of his black teammates or something.
I'm telling you, one thing I'm saying is, like, I'm not surprised that nothing people are doing. It's all fuck shit.
Yeah.
They will sell their soul. They literally selling their soul in front of you.
Oh, of course. Yeah, man. 2020 it's been a really fucked up year, man. At the start of
this is
this is just getting started.
No idea, man.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, I already know this is the beginning.
Yeah, man. Kobe.
We only halfway through.
It's like we start we started off with World War III.
Halfway through, but we started
Kobe
4 years ago.
Kobe passed away.
But this is really
I like him or not, Pop Smoke, and COVID-19, then the Killer Bees, then
what the fuck happened to the Supersonics?
Kobe went out early February. We already in June. We already halfway through with the year. Can you believe that?
God. Yeah, let's I'm ready for 2020 to be over with.
Yeah,
like,
man.
But you know, it was even crazier before that. It was even crazier before that, because it was crazy before that. We lost Nipsey, you know what I'm saying? Cino lost his grandmama. I lost one of my relatives. It was other couple people that come on the panel that lost relatives. And then it was like the Kobe thing happened. Then the COVID shit happened. Now the protest is going on.
Yeah, protests.
I mean, it's just crazy all around.
And I lost $20.
You lost $20.
Yeah, I lost
You was at the crap table.
Yeah. Nah,
And
I'm still mad about that shit, but I'm just saying.
Yeah.
I lost $20, dog. I earned that motherfucker.
Oh yeah. Speaking of that, hey, Cino.
Man, that's gonna be a classic line, man. He like, man, he lost his grandma, he lost his, and I lost $20.
Hey, dog, I'm not bullshitting. I'm still mad about it. And guess who I lost it to on a bet?
Oh my goodness.
One of my baby mamas.
You
I
and your
lost it
baby
on a
mamas,
bet to one of
man.
my baby mamas. Man. I'm mad about that shit.
Dude, you and your baby mamas, man. I don't know what's up with it.
Hey, I'm
Hey,
trying
don't
to
get
get
them
all.
started.
Yeah,
I'm trying to be a Mormon. Cause you know, if you're a Mormon, you
A
can have
Mormon, you want multiple wives?
Yeah.
You
But
gotta
know
be
you can't be drinking this. You can't be doing all that drinking, smoking, nothing like that.
No. Hey,
You got to put
but
that cup
that's
and that
what
black
you
and mild down if you want to be a Mormon.
Check this
Like, you
out.
know, the black and mild got pork in it.
Yeah, hey, dog. It was the Muslims shot at me because I sold a nigga a pork chop sandwich. I'm like,
Yeah.
why are you
Nigga,
mad at me? The nigga
a devout Muslim will bust your ass.
Dog, they was mad at me. Like, I do shit. Like, this is the shit I do because I find it funny. You know what I mean? I'm like, I
Nah,
wonder if
nah.
this nigga would be.
you doing shit like that.
Oh, that's
Yeah,